be a free and informed one. That's very simple. Over the years, our major political parties have delved into changing our electoral rules. They've created a system that means that you have to attend a vote, and if you wish to cast your vote, it must be for those you do not know, or even those you oppose. So the electoral system that we have is called two-party preferred, and that's a system that's preferred only by the two parties, but not by the people of this state and of this country. So we would hope, if that's all we're given, that would be upheld, and that's all we ask, and it hasn't been upheld. We know that the Labor Party, regardless of policy directives, used deceit and tried to con people out of their vote. They tried to win a seat by using deceit. Now, they get the title of honourable for doing that. Their job as politicians is to do the will of the people. The will of the people. What person in this state would have wanted them to use those sorts of tactics during our democratic process? Not one, okay? But that's not what we hear about today, and that's bad enough if you ask me. What we hear about today is that the election, the rules that are written to protect our rights under the Electoral Act are very basic. They ensure that you can cast your vote, walk in if you decide to vote, cast your vote, and your vote's counted, and the person with the most votes elected. Now, that hasn't happened this year. We've had a situation where names have gone missing off the rolls. Thousands of people, thousands of your friends and South Australians went to the ballot, went to the polling booth, and their names were missing off the roll. Now, there's two reasons for that. Let me explain this. One, either the Electoral Commission buggered up big time, right, or they weren't informed enough to know which polling booth to go to. But either way, it is the Electoral Commission's job to ensure that, one, if you arrive at that polling booth, that your name is on the roll, and secondly, if it's not on the roll, that they make sure that you knew why and where to go to make sure you could cast your vote. Regardless of either of those two situations, right, you are guaranteed an absentee vote. Those people that rocked up didn't get that vote. People rocked up and were turned away because of what they were wearing. That is un-Australian. Postal votes. We usually have 40,000 postal votes in this country, in this state, every year. But the Labor Party and other parties decided to up that number and send out applications to people all over the state. So 100,000 postal vote applications were received by the Electoral Commissioner. But guess how many of those, when they were sent out, made it to the voters? Any idea? No one knows. The figures are missing. All right, I have reports of thousands of people that didn't get their votes. Is that good enough?
No.
People being denied their vote for any reason, whether it be 1, whether it be 100, or whether it be 10,000, it's not good enough. Democracy is about the free will of an informed electorate. I have asked for this information for the Electoral Commissioner, and they are saying they don't have it and they will not provide it, even when it's being ordered by the courts. And let me tell you this. Why is the Electoral Commissioner the enemy in action in the court to fight for your rights? They should be standing next to me, helping me work out, or helping them work out what went wrong. I am not the enemy of the Electoral Commission. I am not the enemy of the Labor Party. I am fighting for our right to cast our votes. You might not like some of the laws in this country. You might not like how things are going. You might think this new stadium's a waste of money. It doesn't matter. You might not like our child protection issues in this state. I could name things for hours that we don't like, but the only input we have is our vote. If they take that away this year and make it so that those who are actually elected to represent us weren't elected properly, what do you think will happen next time? Do you think all of a sudden they're going to fix this? No bloody chance. This will get worse and worse and worse. We have very little rights in this country. We definitely do not have protected rights. But the one thing we must stand up for is our right to vote. And that's what I'm doing today. I'll be going to the Supreme Court in a moment and doing my best to fight for your right to a free vote. Thank you for attending.
Right on, Mark.